So hello everyone and I welcome you all to APJ Academy where we are nurturing the young minds to become doctors and engineers. And in today's class we are starting class 12th very important chapter which is current electricity. We have already completed electrostatic on this YouTube channel. So if you have missed all those videos, please watch the playlist so that you won't miss any topic. But in this class we are going to start a very new chapter. There is no prerequisite required for studying this chapter. Just you need to know something about the current that you already know from your class 10th, right? So we will be starting from very basic and I'll take you to the advanced level of JEE and I'll ensure that you will be able to solve JEE advanced question. And in this class series, we will be solving JEE advanced and JEE mains previous year questions as well. So you do not need to take any tension. Just be with me and watch these complete videos and the playlist so that you won't miss any concept related to the physics and you will score much higher marks than your friends or the competitors. So myself, Manoj Kumar, I'll be teaching you physics here on APJ Academy. If you have any query regarding the subscription, that how you can subscribe to APJ Academy, or if you have any doubt related to the physics or JEE preparation, please send me message on this Telegram, Manoj Sarji. I guided more than lakhs of students and I ensure that they will crack the JEE mains, JEE advanced exam and got into the best of IITs. So let's meet this. We have the best NEET and JEE faculty with us from all over India, and we have launched one full year course on APJ Academy. First of all, there are many online institutes which are currently running their courses, but why us? What is different in our course, right? This is the first question. And somebody will ask me that, sir, we do not know you, that then why we would buy your subscription? The answer to this question is that here we are not only providing you the classes, also we are providing you the personal mentorship. For every subscription, we are providing you one guy to which you can connect at every time. They will be connecting you from Google Meet, Zoom meeting. So there are many options through which you can connect with them. And also, we are providing you PDF study material, test series, query sessions, live sessions, assignments, DPPs. There are so many things which we are providing. And first and the foremost thing that why you should believe in us, I want you to please join our course for 1 month at rupees 490. At rupees 490, you can get the access for our complete course for 1 month. And if you are satisfied, then you can go for other options. Otherwise, you can move to the other coaching institutes, whatever who is providing you these many things, right? So let's now, first thing first, we have to start with the current. That what is current? But before starting current, I would like to tell you that current is nothing but it means the flow. The flow of anything, we say that this is current. We can say that when air is flowing, we can say that there is air current. When water is flowing, we can say that there is water current. Even when there are fishes, assume that you are in sea or you are in river and there are so many fishes which is going on, right? If you are a fisherman and you have something more concern other than the water, like you want to know that how many fishes is going through there, then you will be more concerned about that what is the fishes current here, isn't it? So there are so many currents in our life, day-to-day life, and we use this term very frequently. But in our course, we have to study the electric current. And that electric current also we have to study in this chapter only in solids. So whenever I am saying you electric current, I'll be discussing this only in solid. And in solids, basically the current is due to the flow of electrons, right? Flow of electrons. So I can say that current can be defined using a cross-sectional area, and through that cross-sectional area you have to identify that how many charges are flowing through it. And current is defined as, I'm giving you multiple definitions because any definitions you have to use right? The first thing is I is equals to Q net divided by total time. This is the first definition which we have to use, and this is the basic definition which anyone can get. Example I can tell you, assume that there is one cross-sectional area, right? Assume that there is one cross-sectional area inside a conductor, and if we assume that through this cross-sectional area, Q1 charge is going in this direction, I would say that positive Q1 charge is going in this direction from this side to this side. I can mark this side as P, I can mark this side as Q. I can say that the plus Q charge is going from P side to Q side. And another, I can say there is another charge which is minus of Q2. I hope that this is visible to you. Yes, this is visible, but I can change the color because I have the options. Teaching online is so easy. Means you do not need to buy so many pens if you want to use them. But I think that this is not coming correct in your notebooks. So I'm using this. Is it clear? Q2 charge, I'm saying. Is not coming at all. Oh. No issues. I hope that this will come. Yes, this will come. So there is Q1 and there is Q2, and Q2 charge is also going through this cross-sectional area from P to Q. Then what will be the net charge for you? As we know that the time will be same for this charge and this charge. So time won't be changed for this charge, right? So time will be remain same. What will be the Q net here? So Q net will be Q1 minus of Q2 divided by total time, whatever time you are getting. I am calculating here Q net only. So I can write this as this thing. Right? ये हमारे पास आया. Okay. This is my first example. सेकेंड एग्जाम्पल की अगर बात करें तो सेकेंड एग्जाम्पल हम ऐसे ले लेते हैं कि भाई हमारे पास एक now I can take the second example as this same cross sectional area I am having, but now this time what happens, Q1 charge is going from P to Q, Q1 charge plus Q1, but now the Q2 charge which we were having and earlier that was flowing from P to Q, now I am saying that Q2 charge now is coming from Q to P. So I can say that now Q2 charge, which is minus of Q2 charge, is coming from that side to that side. Now for this condition you have to take Q net. So the Q net here will be Q1 plus Q2. Why, sir? Because we know that the current is a scalar quantity, but we have our directions convention as well. So Q net is basically the flow of positive charges, right? Direction of current we generally take in from for positive direction to negative direction. And one can ask you that why current is a scalar quantity, even though it has magnitude and direction as well. Why this is a scalar? The answer to this question is that it do not follows the vector law of addition. So direction is from positive to negative. I hope that this thing is clear to you. And now we have some questions right in front of you using this concept with these examples A and B. Shall we move? The second equation which I can use is finding the instantaneous current. And for finding the instantaneous current, I can use differentiation as well. So I'll be using dq by dt. So if I'll get any function of charge, and to get the function of I have to differentiate it with reference to t. And when I differentiate that with respect to t, I can substitute the value of t to get the value of current at that instant, right? These kinds of questions might also come in your JEE exam. So assume that, example I am giving you, assume that there is 5t square plus 5t square plus 3t minus of 5. This is the equation which we are having, and we have to find out I. So I is equals to dq by dt, and you have to differentiate this. So if you differentiate this, you will be getting tan t plus 3, right? This is what you will be getting after once you do the differentiation. And as per the question's requirement, you can substitute the value of t here to get the answer of the current at that instant. So this is so easy, so damn easy. So these are the two formulas which you can use. And the third thing which I might be telling you is, when the electrons is revolving around a particular fixed point, and we have to find out the current at that position. So those are also one pattern that we have to do. Let's solve some question based on these two formulas which I taught you. Then we will study the third point. Please note this, take a screenshot, and here is one question for you. So these videos are basically you are watching on APJ Academy JEE channel. Please subscribe this YouTube channel if you haven't, and hit the like button so that we will be recommended to some other students just like you. An electric current in a conductor is due to the motion of an electric current. Where? In a conductor. I already told you, when we are discussing about conductor, that means we are concerned about solid conductors only, and there we know that current is basically the flow of charges, as I is equals to dq by dt. So we are mainly concerned about the flow of charges, right? Shall we move? Yes, sir. Please move. Let's move. The next question in front of you is this. Here what is given to you is 10 to the power of 6 positron. Positron is basically an antimatter of electrons. This is having the same mass as that of electrons, but the charge is positive, right? It is not same as proton, because proton is having the opposite charge as electron, but proton mass is different, right? But this mass, positron mass, is equivalent to the mass of electrons, and the charge is different. So 10 to the power of 6 positron are flowing normally through an area in forward direction, and same amount of electrons are flowing backward. So imagine that if you are having an area of cross section with you, and through that cross section you are finding that 10 to the power of 6 positrons are moving from forward direction to the backward direction, and same amount, right? Same amount. See, so I am saying that these are positrons, and same amount of electrons are moving from this to this side, 10 to the power of 6 electrons. And time is also given to you. So time is 10 milliseconds. And you need to find out the current through that. Arey, this is so easy. This is so easy. How? I know that I is equals to q net by t, and these are the opposite charges flowing in opposite direction. Then I know that these needs to be added, right? So I know that 10 to the power of 6 into 2 I have to do, isn't it? Arey, these are the only net charges. This is going here, this is going here. Means if electron is going in this direction, the current will be going in this direction. That we already know. That we have to take the direction of current in the opposite direction of electron. We already know that if electrons are going here, current is going here, and we have to keep current direction same as that of positive direction, right? So this will be the direction of current. So I can write this as 2 into 10 to the power of 6, and the time will be 10 into milliseconds. 10 into 10 to the power of minus 3, right? So I can write this as 2 by 5. I is equals to, I can keep this as 10 into 10 to the power of 5 plus 3. right? So 10 divided by 5. So I can write this as 2. So I will become 2 into 10 to the power of 8. This much amount of current is flowing basically. These are pretty huge amount of current is flowing. Shall we move forward? Is this clear to you? Please do let me know that if everything fine, we can move forward. Please give me the emojis. I'm sending you the emojis which you can use. Yes? Shall we move? Okay. We are moving forward. Now, this question is also very important. This question is also very important. Here, what you are seeing. Please read this question. Here, what is given to you is there are two boys. Here, there are two boys. Boys A and B are sitting at 2 points in a field. Both boys are sitting near an assemblage of charged balls. कहाँ पे भाई इनके आसपास around them there are so many charged balls, each carrying a charge of +3, right? Each balls are carrying basically a charge of 3. A throws 100 balls per second towards B. So A is throwing 100 balls towards B. 100 balls. And B is throwing 50 balls per second towards A. You have to find out current at the midpoints. Per seconds, it is already given to you. Then you know that positive charge, I can assume that at the middle, 100 volts means 100 positive charges will be going in this direction per second. I can say that 100 into 3 charges will be going in this direction. And in reverse to that, 50 into 3 charges will be coming back to this. So actually the net charges which is going is 50 volts, isn't it? So I can say that I is equals to basically only 50 charges are going. So net charge is this much. And the time what they are taking is 1 second. Answer is pretty. So 50, 5 3 50, 150 into 1.6 into 10 to the power of -19 coulomb. Uh, Now, this much amount of current is going through that, right? Now, you already know that what will be the answer here. Yes. So I can multiply 1.5 into 1.6 so that my answer will match. 6 5s are 30, 6, 7, 8, 9, 15, 0. So 2.54. 2.4, I'm getting 2.4 into 10 to the power minus 17. 2.4 into to the power of minus 17. So this is what we are getting from A to B. Right? I hope that this thing is clear to you. There are two boys, A and B, are sitting at 2 points in a field. Both boys are sitting near an assemblage of charge balls, each carrying a charge of +3. A throws 100 balls per second towards B and B throws 50 balls per second towards A. Find the current at the midpoint of A. So this is what you have to do that. We are moving forward. Please note this now. So based on the first formula, which I told you that current I is equals to Q net divided by time, we had solved two types of questions, right? And from those two types of questions, I think that you are clear that how we are going to find out current if these are given to us. Now, in this type of question, first and foremost thing we are seeing here is that we are provided with an equation of charge. Like charge through a cross section of a conductor is given by. So we are provided with an equation of charge. And they are asking us that find a current through the conductor at the instant of t is equals to 2 seconds. So first and foremost thing I know that if I need to find out current, what I have to do is we have to differentiate this, then it will be dq by dt, right? It must be dq by dt. So if I differentiate this, then it will become 4t plus 5. Once I'll differentiate this, the power 2 will come forward, right? It will become 40 and this will become 5. So this will, my answer will be 40 plus 5. Now, I have to put t is equals to 2 seconds. So I is equals to 4 into 2 plus 5. So my answer will become 8 plus 5. So I can say that my answer will be 13 ampere. Right? My answer will be 13 ampere. So at the time of 2 seconds, if I am having charge in a conductor given by this equation, then my answer will be 13 ampere. See, winners and losers have same goal. You have to be a very sharp and keen observer of all these things if you want to be a successful person, right? It's not about your goal. It's about the process which you are following. Process is very important. Let's move forward. If this is done, please note this now. And do let me know if you have any doubt. This is most important thing. The next question we are given with this thing. Here what is given to us is similar type of question. It is, we are provided with a charge equation and we have to find out the current through the conductor in the interval of t1 to t2. Right? So two option time interval is given to you. Then first and foremost thing what you have to do is, what will be first thing which you have to do? I know that for finding current, I need to differentiate, right? I need to differentiate this dq by dt. So I can do that, right? Do that. It will become 5 10t minus of 2. So my equation for current will become this, right? And now what will you do? हमारे पास तो ये इक्वेशन आ गई. अगर हमारे पास ये चार्ज दे रखा है, अगर हम करंट की इक्वेशन निकालें, so this is what we will get. And now if I'll substitute the value of t here, then what I'll get? अगर आप t की वैल्यू 4 डालेंगे तो आपके पास 40 माइनस ऑफ 2 आएगा. Yes. तो अगर आपने t is equals to 4 सेकेंड डाल दिया तो यू विल बी गेटिंग 40 माइनस 2 यानी 38 एम्पेयर आपके पास आ जाएगा. और अगर आप यहीं पर इफ यू विल पुट t is equals to 2 सेकेंड, so then you will be getting 20 minus of 2. I can say that you will be getting 18 ampere, right? And this is what you have to subtract. If you will subtract this, you will be getting 20 ampere. But our answer is totally different. So this is not the right approach through which we can solve this. And assume now, so how we will going to approach this type of questions? We know the concept of average velocity, we know the concept of average speed. So what we basically do at that time in the kinematics when we had studied is that here you do not have to solve that in similar to what you are doing in the instantaneous thing. Here you have to find out the average current. So what is more important is that you have to first find out q net and divided by total time. So time here is 2 seconds. The interval given to us is 2 seconds, right? And you have to directly substitute these values here. So I'll be getting I'll be getting 5 into 4 minus 4 4 just 16. 16 minus of 8 minus here. Then you have to substitute 2 here. 5 4 just 20. Right? It will become 4 here. So 20 minus 2t 4. So this is what you will get. 16 5s are 80. 80 minus of 8 we will be getting 72. So 72 minus of 16 we will be getting divided by 2. So 72 minus of 16, we can say that this is 12, this is 6. So it will become 6, it will become 56, right? So 56 divided by 2. And if you will cut this thing, you will be getting 2 2 is 4, 2 8 is 16. Right? So we already know that what we do in kinematics, this is the thing which we have to apply here. Right? So we had discussed two types of formula and I gave two examples, each of them. Each of them is very, very important, and these are the types of questions which are currently coming in your JEE mains. So if you clear JEE mains, then only you will be able to sit for JEE advanced. And first target should be that you have to score more than 95 percentile in your JEE mains. Your first target should be JEE mains. Then only if you are more confident that you are able to crack that, right, which we will form you, then you are going for the kill. And Veni Vidi Vici, you see the advance is coming, you come and you conquer. So next question is, an electron moves in a circle. So here also we have to use another concept. I told you that basically till now, if we had discussed the current, so what we had discussed is, we have discussed that I is equals to Q net by time. Second thing we had discussed is I is equals to dq by dt. Right? The third thing is very important, and this is what I'm going to tell you. The third thing is that assume that you are having a positive charge here, and around this positive charge, assume that there is one electron which is revolving, right? Now, if electron is revolving, right, we can say that for a hydrogen or hydrogen type elements only we are considering, because if we go for the higher atoms, then what we have to do is we have to consider the Coulomb's force as well as the other kinds of forces, right? Legend Ghulam Mustafa and Prime from Pakistan, I want to be a software engineer. Please pray for me. Yeah, inshallah you will become a software engineer. So see here, यहाँ पे हमारे पास देखो क्या है, we have a proton and we have an electron, right? There will be only protons and electrons in case of hydrogen. So this electron is moving, and we know that electron is considering of charge. So when charge is moving, we know that current will produce. So there might be current in atom. How many of you are able to understand it? Even in smallest electrons, even in smallest atom, we have electric current present there. Isn't it so fantastic? भाई छोटे से छोटे एटम के अंदर भी आपके पास करंट है. And what will be the value of current? Sir, we know that the current formula will be Q by T only. Yes, it will be Q by T only. And Q, we know that it will be any. Any means quantization of charge. N is the number of electrons which we will be having, and E is the charge on electron. Time what will be the time here if I'm considering that it is a pure circle? This is the assumption which I am taking. If I am assuming that this is a pure circle, I can say that speed is equals to distance upon time, and time is equals to distance upon speed, and distance in this case I can take as 2 pi r divided by speed. Speed, I can say that this will be my speed, but this will be my speed. So I can write this as, so I can replace this time here with any upon my 2 pi r v. My current will become this, right? And some of you might say, sir, why you are taking a linear velocity here? Why wouldn't you take angular velocity, omega? Yes, buddy, you can take that. And if I'll be taking angular velocity, then it will become 2 pi by t, omega. And I can replace this thing with this. This is also a very important thing. Please note this. Please note this. And using these formulas, we are going to solve this question. This is the concept. So this is the third thing, third formula, and the last formula which we must know about the current, right? This is the third and the last formula which we must be knowing about current. And this is the only these things are required. Only by using these three questions we can solve the questions related to JEE Advanced. JEE Advanced. इसके अलावा और कुछ नहीं देखेंगे, जेई एडवांस तक के क्वेश्चन हम सॉल्व कर लेंगे, ठीक है? इतना सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन है. अब चलिए देखिए, दे रखा है कि इलेक्ट्रॉन है हमारे पास, मूव कर रहा है सर्कल में, उसकी रेडियस हमें दे रखी है दिस मच with a constant velocity. So velocity is also given to you. You have to find the electric current at a point on the circle. So you already know that which formula you have to use, this formula. So I can say that EV upon 2 pi r I can use. Yes, sir. So charge on electron is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. Velocity is given to you as 4 into 10 to the power of 6. Sir, is this, isn't it? This velocity is so high. Yes, this velocity is so high. 2 pi r, 2 pi r is 10 to the power of minus 2, right? 10 into 10 to the power of minus 2. This is done. You have to use, you have to substitute the values and you will get the answer. Mustafa, legend gamers, is it correct? आपको वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करनी है and you will get the answer, right? Shall we move forward? Please write in the section, chat section, that everything is fine. And please send me these types of these kinds of emojis motivate us. Studying online is hard, but it is must. You are saving your time, so you need to learn some, you need to learn some tricks, you need to learn some concepts, you need to learn that how to read, how to study online. Because if you fail to learn this basic thing, then it will be disastrous for you, isn't it? So this is done and you need to solve this question. इसको आप solve कर लें and you will get the answer. Let's move forward. Here it is. Because हमें तो न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व करने हैं, एंड हमें न्यूमेरिकल जब सॉल्व करने हैं वी नीड टू नो कि भाई कैसे आंसर्स मार्क करने हैं. एंड दिस इज द क्वेश्चन. यू कैन यूज योर तिकड़म, राइट? यू कैन यूज योर तिकड़म हियर. और तिकड़म को यूज करके हम यहाँ पर ऑप्शंस को मार्क कर सकते हैं. तिकड़म इज नथिंग बट अ ट्रिक्स, calculation tricks, assumptions, whatever you know, you should be applying those things whenever you are solving MCQs questions. So in a hydrogen atom, an electrons moves in an orbit of radius this much. with the speed of this equivalent current they are asking. So I know that I is equals to EV upon 2 pi r. So charge on electron is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. Velocity is given to us as 2.2 into 10 to the power of 6. And this is 2. And we know that pi is equals to 22 by 7. So this is what I'm substituting here. Because here I'm seeing that value is given as 2.2. So I know that these will cut. And the value of R is given to us in meter. So they are very good. they are giving us the value in meter. So we do not have to change this thing. So this is 10 to the power of minus 11, right? Now, this will be done by this. ये से गया, से गया. Now, okay. Now I am left with 0.8 into एक 10 इससे ले लेते हैं, उधार मांग लेते हैं. तो मेरे पास हो जाएगा 10 टू द पावर ऑफ 5 माइनस 19. एक 7 मेरे पास और है, ठीक है. और इसको मैं ऊपर भेज देता हूँ. ये मेरे पास हो जाएगा प्लस 10 और 5 यहाँ बचा है. तो मैंने बेसिकली ये 5 को हटाने के लिए यहाँ पे लिया था. तो 5 2 जब मेरे पास हो जाएगा, ठीक. तो 8.2 1.6 मेरे पास हो जाएगा. और फिर इसको 7 से मैं मल्टीप्लाई कर, तो आई विल बी गेटिंग 7 6 42, 7 8 9 11.2 15 माइनस ऑफ 19, तो माइनस ऑफ 4. ठीक है, नंबर को छोटा करा, पावर को हम बड़ी कर देंगे. नंबर को छोटा करेंगे तो मेरे पास कितना आएगा 1.12 और पावर को बड़ी कर देंगे तो +1 यहां पे कर देंगे. तो सी इज द आंसर विच वी आर गेटिंग, राइट. शैल वी मूव, शैल वी मूव, शैल वी मूव. अरे यार 10 इसको देना है, 10 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दो, 10 से डिवाइड कर दो, आपके पास आंसर आ जाएगा. अगर जिसको समझ में नहीं आया 10 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दो, 10 से डिवाइड कर दो, सो यू विल बी गेटिंग दैट आंसर. चलिए आगे आते हैं. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. This question is also very important. So here what is given to us is we are provided with the value of I. We are provided with the equation I. And we have to find out that what will be the quantity of charge which is flowing. So this is the opposite what we were doing earlier. So let's see that how we'll be going to approach. The current in a wire varies with the time according to the equation. So equation is given to us I is equals to 4 plus 2t. So equation is given to us as I is equals to 4 plus 2t. So this is the equation which we are having, where I is in ampere and t is in second. The quantity of charge which passes through a cross sectional of the wire during the time this. So we know that I is equals to dq by dt. This is by definition we know. And if I need to find out charge, I can say that it will be I dot dt. And if I need to find out net charge, I know that I need to integrate this dq, right? And here, if I need to integrate this equation I dt, the values are given to us as t is equals to 2 seconds and t is equals to 6 seconds. So 2 to 6, this is given to us, right? So I can write this 4 plus 2t dot dt, 4 plus 2t dot dt, 2 to 6. So 40 plus 2t square by 2. So it will become t square, isn't it? 2t square by 2, 2 will cut, it will become t square, that will become 40. And these are the limits which are given to us. So 6 and 4, Now subtract this to get your answer. So it will be 4. 6 minus 4, I can write this as 2. 36 minus of 16. ठीक है, 20 you will be getting. So हो गया बस. 4 4 is 16, 6 is 36. 6 minus 4, 2. So 8 or 20. This is given to us 4t. 4t हमने रखा, यहाँ पे t स्क्वायर रखा. 4 6 6 वैल्यू आप डाल दीजिए यहाँ से. 636 माइनस 4 2 8, 4 4 6. 6. Okay, okay, my mistake. This is 2. ये आपके पास 2 है. ये आपके पास 2 है. 2 2 तभी आंसर मैच नहीं हो रहा. तो ये आपके पास 2 है. लिमिट 6 और 4 हमारे पास है. तो आपके पास ये कितना आएगा? 4 इंटू 4. और ये आपके पास आएगा 6 6 36. 36 माइनस ऑफ 4. तो डेट विल बी 16 और प्लस 32 आपके पास आ गया. तो यू विल बी गेटिंग 48. तो 48 आपके पास आ गया. 48 इज द करेक्ट आंसर. ठीक है, 48 एम्पेयर इज द करेक्ट आंसर. 48 कूलम. वी आर फाइंडिंग चार्ज हियर. 48 कूलम. So 48 coulomb is the correct answer, right? Limits were given to us as 6 and 2. I just subtract those and I'll put different limits. इसलिए आंसर नहीं आया था, हमने लिमिट्स डिफरेंट रख दी थी. ठीक है, हमारा आंसर मैच कर रहा है. 48 कूलम हमारे पास यहाँ पर आंसर आ गया. चलिए बताइए, अभी ये समझ में आ गया भाई? प्लीज डू लेट मी नो दैट इफ एवरीथिंग इज फाइन वी कैन मूव फॉरवर्ड. Yes, please do let me know if everything is fine we can move forward. I is equals to 4 plus 2t. Now we are moving forward. But before moving forward, I would like to tell you that please subscribe this YouTube channel because we require your support. We require your support. Please share this video with your friends so that others get to know that which type of content we are providing. On this YouTube channel, we are providing you free classes regularly and you are getting multiple tricks as well. And also, if you are preparing for JEE or NEET, doesn't matter, you should join these Telegram groups, ALT JEE and ALT NEET. Here, what you are getting is, first and foremost thing is, you are getting the free PDF study materials. So you do not need to go here and there and you do not need to join multiple groups. You will be getting complete study materials from our Telegram channel. Also, you will be getting free classes updates which I am taking or some our complete faculties are taking. So you do not need to go any other institutes for attending free classes. There are so many announcements which we are making about important notifications which are coming, important exams which are coming. So you won't miss any updates. The fourth thing is the discounts and the prices which we are currently running on the paid subscriptions. So hello Tanuja Thanu, welcome. So this is very much important that you should join these Telegram channels. And these are the things which we are providing in our paid courses. We had divided our paid courses into 5 different parts. 5 different parts. Why? Because we believe that this is the best method used by the Europeans universities. So this is what we are using. First and foremost thing is that we will be providing you the theory classes. Just once you complete this theory section, you will be provided with study material. So you are already know the basics thing. You can revise that on your own. The next thing is you will be provided with a webinar, right? That will be a live webinar on Google Meet or either on Google Meet or some other platforms, but that will be a live. Then you will be provided with homework and we are checking your homework, whether you are able to do that or not. We will be providing you continuous assessment whether you are doing your homework or not, because our main motive is not to provide you multiple questions which you won't be able to solve. Our main goal is that we will provide a platform through which you can prepare, we can grow, right? And we ensure that your selection will happen. That's why we regularly checks your homework, and these are the things which we are providing in our paid courses that I already told you. First and foremost thing, you are getting a structured course. You do not need to go here and there. Just one platform, just one YouTube channel for your preparation, which is APJ Academy. Free study materials you will be getting, free test series, free question bank, crash course access, unlimited till your selection, assignments and DPPs. And first and foremost thing, that we are accepting all types of payment mode, and also you can buy them separately. Complete democracy is in your hand. If you only want structured course, you can buy that. If you only want test series, you can buy that. If you only want crash course, you can buy them. And currently an enormous discount is going on, that now you can access our complete course for 1 year, for 1 month. Sorry, for 1 month you can get complete access at rupees 490 only. So this is an enormous discount currently going on. So please join APJ Academy using the link given in the description section, and you will be provided complete 1 month access at rupees 490 only. Let's move forward. And now the most important fact about drift velocity. If someone asks you that what is drift velocity, then you can say that whenever we are providing a potential, whenever we are providing a potential difference across a conductor, whenever we are providing a potential difference across a conductor, then what happens? There will be electrical field here and there will be electrical field here, right? The electrical field will set up inside a conductor, and due to that these electrons will experience a force. Why? Because we know that force is equals to QE, and we know that the electrons are possessing charges that is equals to minus E, so that will be minus of EE. So this will be my equation 1. How many of you agree that whenever we are providing some battery or the potential difference, then there will be electric field, and due to those electric field there will be a force on electrons, and due to that force they will be moving, right? Right, sir. And also we know that Newton provides us that force is equals to mass into acceleration. So force is equals to mass into acceleration, and this is equals to minus of EE. So I can say that MA is equals to minus of EE. So acceleration is equals to minus of EE divided by M. Okay, this is what we will be getting. And we know that using equations of motion, we can say that V is equals to U plus AT. V is equals to U plus AT, and we can say that these electrons are initially having no velocity. So I am putting this as 0, right? And here the time interval, we are basically taking the time interval as the relaxation time, average relaxation time. So I am replacing T with tau. This is average relaxation time, and average relaxation time is the time interval between the two collisions. So this is average relaxation time. So this is average relaxation time. Okay. So T is given to us. We are changing this T to tau. This is tau. And tau is average relaxation time, right? So I can substitute this value. This is the drift velocity which we are getting. So drift velocity Vd is equals to, please write that in subscript. Vd is equals to, acceleration is equals to minus of EE divided by m, and the time we are taking as tau. Tau is the average relaxation time, and average relaxation time is the time interval between the two successive collision. Imagine that there is one electron, this is approaching this electron, and this is approaching this electrons. So there must be some time difference, isn't it? Sometimes it might happen that this will सबसे तुरंत ही टकरा जाए, मतलब जैसे ही मुड़ा और तुरंत टकरा गया. कई बार ऐसा हो सकता है कि भाई तुरंत नहीं टकराया, थोड़ा सा टाइम हमारे पास लग गया, टाइम लैग हमारे पास रहेगा. तो ड्रिफ्ट वेलोसिटी आई एम गेटिंग इज इक्वल टू vd इज इक्वल टू माइनस ऑफ ई डिवाइडेड बाय m, and there we will be getting tau. So this is the drift velocity which we are getting, right? So please note this. This is the average velocity with which the free electrons inside a conductor is moving, and even this velocity is very small. The number of density which we are having in a conductor, the electron density which we are having in a conductor is very huge amount. So if the density of electrons in a conductor is very huge, so even with the very small drift velocity, we are getting a very large amount of current, and that too very instantaneously, because it is the current doesn't mean that electron must flow from one end to another end. There is only momentum transfer is required. So the moment you are you are providing the voltage, or the moment you are providing the electric field, the electrons will start moving. And when the electron starts moving, the current will rise, and you will be getting the currents. Okay. Shall we move? Yes. So please note this drift velocity. And now we are moving forward. This is the mobility. So what is mobility? Mobility is defined as mu is equals to the magnitude of drift velocity divided by the electrical field which we are providing. So mobility is defined as the magnitude of the drift velocity divided by the electrical field which we are providing, right? So we know that drift velocity is equals to E tau by m, tau by m, because this is equals to acceleration into time. Time we are taking as tau, and acceleration is equals to force upon m, and this is by m, right? And so mobility will become E tau by m. So mobility is equals to E by m tau, and you are seeing here that E by m is constant. E by m is always constant. So I can say that mobility is basically proportional to tau. That is the relaxation time. So mobility is directly proportional to tau. Tau is the relaxation time. Why? Because E is the charge on electron. The charge on electron is fixed. That is equals to 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. No matter what change you are making with the system, the charge on electron will remain same. No matter what you are doing, the mass will remain same. If we are not accepting that the mass is going with the velocity that is comparable with the velocity of light, right? So this thing is very important. Anuja, yes? Okay. So now, first and foremost thing, please tell me that what will happen if we increase the temperature? What will happen if we increase the temperature? Sir, what does it mean? Array, what will happen to these electrons? If we increase the temperature, the kinetic energy of electrons will increase, their velocity will increase, and due to that, their relaxation time will decrease. When we increase the temperature, their relaxation time will increase, so that their mobility will decrease, isn't it? ऐसा नहीं होगा? When we increase the temperature, their tau will decrease, their mobility will decrease. And what if we decrease the temperature? If we decrease the temperature, then tau will increase and our mobility will increase, right? This is very important. The mobility, the drift velocities are very important concepts. Very, very important. Shall we move forward? I hope that this thing is clear to you. Drift velocity, mobility, and the last thing, the last and foremost thing is the relation between the drift velocity and the current. Because it is due to the drift velocity we are getting a current, right? So relation between drift velocity and current, and this is very important. As we are preparing for IIT JEE, we do not require any derivation for this. Even though I want that you should know that from where they are getting. So the relationship between VD and I is equals to I is equals to V naught. I is equals to V naught. And remember, I am using one trick. Use Vina aunty. Call this Vina aunty. So I means मैं or someone is coming in Hindi. So I Vina aunty. I current is equals to Vina aunty. Okay. From using this trick, you can remember this. And we know one thing as well. We know one thing as well, that current is a type of quantity which is scalar quantity, and even though this is a scalar quantity, it is having its magnitude and also its direction. So some segment of scientists always argue that why you are taking current as scalar quantity, why don't you put this in special category, or consider this as a vector, or put that as an exception. To end that debate, some scientists define another quantity which is a vector quantity. So they define another term which is known as current density. So current density is basically denoted by J, and from here you will get one previous year questions. So current density is basically I upon A. Current density is basically I upon A. A is the vector. But this is not the right way to write any vector. I'll tell you that what will be the right way. So if I am finding I by A from here, I'll be getting the formula as VDEN. Right? The correct way to write a current is I is equals to J dot A. So this is the correct way to write a current. So current density is this. I hope that this thing is clear to you. Right? Now I'm asking one question. Now I am asking one question. That imagine that we are having a non-uniform cross-sectional area. Imagine that we are having a wire having non-uniform cross-sectional area. They are connected to a voltage. Imagine that we are having a non-uniform cross-sectional area, and they are connected to a voltage. Now you have to tell me whether this point I am considering as P and this point I am considering as Q. So I am talking about current. So you have to tell me that current क्या होगा यहाँ पर, क्या P पर करंट ज्यादा होगा, Q पर करंट कम होगा, या P पर कम होगा, Q पर ज्यादा होगा, ऐसा होगा क्या? वो मोटा भी है थोड़ा सा, करंट ज्यादा जाएगा. Please do let me know in the chat section that what will happen to the current if I'm asking you that what will be the value of current at P point and what will be the value of current at Q point. Then what should be your answer? Please do let me know. Here the value of current at P will be equals to the value of current at Q, because current remains same in series, right? This you already know. Current remains current remain same in series. So current will remain same. Now what will happen to the next part? So we are done with the current. What will happen to the current density? What will happen to the current density? J. We know that this area A1 is smaller, right? Current is same. So I can tell you that JP will be greater than JQ. How many of you are able to understand this? And there is one homework for you. You have to tell me that where will be the potential high. अरे this समझ रहे हैं? बस ये तो आपको पता लग जाएगा पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव से. Where will be potential high? This needs to be find out. And where will be the electrical field will be high? This is also one question for you. So that will be a homework for you. And this is all in today's sessions. And at last, I want you to please use this opportunity to get a complete access of APJ Academy's course at rupees 490 for 1 month. So do not miss this, right? Shall we move forward? I'm ending my session here only. So we will meet again.